Coach OEL out there today still manning the top unit.
Yep.
Just obviously he's done that for a decade. Just what do you like about him in that spot? And does it change things when you go from a righty to a lefty quarterbacking up there for you guys?
It won't for him. And it goes back to how you'd phrase that. Like, this is what he's done for his entire life. It just used to drive me nuts. Because we'd pre-scout him, and when you're out in the West, you'd see their team a bunch of times, and he gets across the top on the power play, and you got to get in the shot lane. You just have to. And we just could never get in the shot lane, and he would find holes, and if it wasn't there, he wouldn't force. The composure that he has on the top, I think, sets him apart, and he's relishing it, right? It's back in his wheelhouse, so we liked it. We ran him there. I think we had a piece of a power play that he went out on later in the game, and we liked the way that looked.
Right side, George.
Nick Cousins looks ready to go, fired up.
Yep, and that's it. Like, those guys that have kind of come in and out of the lineup, you can just tell by how it's not easy for them, but in their off time and they're under less game intensity, they come back in and they're jacked. Right? I thought Ryan was really good in the game. So it's his turn to draw him.
This playoff, you've been switching. It seems like you're switching
We did pairs up until the last. I had really liked where Kyle was at, and not that he had a game that changed my mind, but I thought he deserved, based on play, to stay in. But the switch was kind of there. Thought if there was a game 6 that Nick would go in.
Left side, front row.
A couple of things. I was a little confused yesterday by one thing you said.
Now you know, welcome to my world.
Well, it happens.
Hourly.
Matthew makes the save,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the highlight that gets replayed a billion times. To be clear, the back check was.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
I watched that 100 times. That one was, and we had fun with it too. It was pretty good.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's been.
Oh,
you
yeah,
broke
just on a loop in the room.
Okay.
We're going to run it in training camp when he tries to get in behind and say he can't catch those guys.
Because McDavid is kind
Proof.
of fast, and
I got proof.
Chucky did get there. So this one's a very hard-hitting hockey question. Should you get paid more now that you've played games in fall, winter, spring, and now this is summer? Should there be some sort of cash bonus?
No, I'm okay. I'm fine with it. They pay us in food. They feed us 9 times a day. The players are fine. I've gained 15 pounds. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Front right, Jordan.
Yeah, just back with the fourth line wingers. What is it about the two pairings that you like with Cousins Lombard together and Lawrence and Okposo?
Yeah.
Just what is it about the two duos that
They're similar as a pair, speed and hands. So Nick's got a really good set of hands on him, and he can play the game in some tight areas, and Ryan's got the speed, so Steve Lawrence has that speed component. Oakey's scored 20-plus goals in his career a bunch of times, so the hands and the shot are there. So they're similar in that, and that's why they've moved his pairs. The reason that those pairs is that Nick and Ryan have experience together. So that line for Kevin is a line he's played with all year, right? He knows that group. They know how to interact with each other. So that's why we just moved him as pairs.
Front right.
I saw Ekblad didn't skate today. Is he fine?
100%. He didn't skate on the second day either, and that's just the kind of more of a routine. So that practice today is 19 minutes long. Mm-hmm. There wasn't anything he needed to be out there to do.
And then with Chucky, I mean, he got his first goal in, I think, 9 games in Game 5. When he's at his peak, just how much of a boost is it beyond just, normal Chucky?
Well, I thought that line was may have made the biggest adjustment to their game going into Game 5. They were really strong defensively, and then that's when that line's almost like a broken play line, right? They can quick strike off a forecheck, off the stretch game or the up and down the ice game. Certainly Sam Bennett can do that, Rodriguez can do that, but their best is in close area, close quarter combat. That's when those guys are at their best. So what they did in the game for me is they gave themselves the most amount of minutes in that context. And in that place, then for me, Matthew finds a rhythm to his game, and the hands and everything starts to go back together.
We'll take 2 more questions. Back left.
Hi, Coach. Are you feeling more urgency to close things out? And can you describe the team's atmosphere now going into a Game 6 with the potential to win it all?
Yeah. It's more calm today than it was 3-4 days ago. And it's just the experience as a piece of life that's not like anything else. right? There's no way necessarily to prepare for that new experience. But now we've got kind of 2 games under our belt, and I loved our game 5, 5-on-5 play. I thought we showed some real maturity and growth in that. And so we're learning how to do this and learn how to feel it. So there is, I don't know that, I'm not trying to fight the word pressure. There's certainly lots of energy to be had, to be collected, and to learn how to focus that energy. And I thought we did in game 5. I thought we got a handle on it. So we'll look forward to it. I mean, whatever your best day is that you look forward to, there's probably a whole lot of energy involved in that. And there is, for us in this line of work, this is our big time, right? This is where all of the juice is. So learning how to kind of get comfortable with it and how to focus it, a really important life skill, really in terms of the life of a team, and maybe even more than that, the life of an organization. To have people have the experience that we're getting right now is just incredible.
Last question from George.
On that note, last time you went to Edmonton, they were down 0-2. I'm sure that city is just going crazy. Can you feed off that energy when you guys land at the airport, when you get to the hotel, when you go to morning skate and you just feel that buzz of an all-encompassing buzz?
Oh, there's a lot of jokes there. None of them can be on TV.
No.
But I want to give you 30 seconds to fire out your own in your own head and smile about that. I'll just tell you what I think. We've already done it for both teams. Yeah, the crowd is going to be lit up, just like the last game here was incredible. Like all of these games, it is just on fire. So you almost feel it less. I mean, there's a truth to kind of desensitization to extreme events, right? You get I don't know, a fireman, firewoman, first day on the job, first fire they go to, it's on. There's a lot going on. 10 years in, yeah, blazes 3 times the size, doesn't matter, I know what door I'm going in. There is something to that. So the more playoff experience you get as a group, I'm not saying there's going to be less juice. It's just you're not going to be overwhelmed by it because you've felt it.
Well, you obviously you weren't overwhelmed. What I'm saying
right, and both teams have been able to come into the other building and win a game they needed to win, and everybody's got it now, right? They don't need to turn the music up anymore to get the players more jacked up. It's there.